Hello, my crafty friends. It's Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations, and today I am taking part in a Team Tiny Hop. So I am just showing you, I have a giant stash of different backgrounds that I have made, some scraps of cardstock in here. This is just a small portion of the hoard of paper that I have of different backgrounds that I've made. So I am going to take these, and today's theme for our hop is scrap clusters. So basically it's just you take different shapes and put them together to kind of make your own ephemera clusters. So I have all of these random punches. The majority of them are from Stampin' Up! Way back in the day. Most everything I guarantee is retired, but they may have something similar. That butterfly stamp I think was from Joann's. So I am just taking random pieces of paper. I'm trying not to overthink it. I'm just grabbing and punching out different designs, and I didn't know if I was going to use them all or how I was going to lay them out. So I just kind of went for it, grabbed from my stash and started punching. I could make a ton of these kinds of cards if I sat down and really dug into my stash. So this is a good scrap buster, especially if you have little pieces that you really like the pattern, or you've made a great background, or maybe you've made not such a great background and you want to, cut it into smaller pieces, the punches, or you could use die cuts for this. Or you could just cut them into random shapes. You could use them with your paper trimmer. However you want to do it, the possibilities are endless with something like this. And like I said, it's a good way to use up some of those scraps. Now, did I make a big dent in mine? No, but it felt pretty good to use up things that have been sitting in a drawer for a very long time. So now I'm just going to kind of put these together. I'm just going to use some wet glue to adhere some of these pieces. The kind of label punch that I'm going to put on after this alcohol inked piece I'm putting to this tag that was just randomly sitting in those scraps. It's gold mirror cardstock, so I figured I'd use that up. But that label punch, I ended up putting that down with some mini foam adhesive squares. So that's how I adhered that to that mirrored cardstock and alcohol ink, because sometimes the glue doesn't want to dry on those. And then I have like these ticket tags. I took 2 of those and I'm just putting them kind of as little flag banners on the back of this. I will take that pink and blue inked panel. That was actually, I hydro dipped on glossy cardstock to make those, and it did not want to adhere to that tag. It was too glossy. I should have used some double-sided adhesive, but in the end I end up taking it off. I do adhere it to the bottom of that tag, but it did not want to stick, even though I use a clip to try to hold it while it dries and I move on to do other things. It just did not want to set, so I do end up taking that off. So I put the butterfly down. If I had to do it over again, I might not mix the red and the pink together. I'm not sure. I don't dislike it. I just think I might have chosen a different color for either the butterfly or that scallop circle. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? So here it is. I've clipped that little tag together so that hopefully those will adhere, but like I said, they don't. So I just took a piece of pattern paper that happened to be in that stash, cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm adhering that to an A2 size card panel. And then I am going to take this ribbon from my stash and cut it down and adhere that with glue to give it some more texture. So while I'm adhering all of these things, just wanted to let you know a little bit about Team Tiny. Team Tiny is a group of small YouTube creators. We come together once a month and do a hop with a specific theme in order to try to grow our channels. So I hope that you will check out everyone in the hop to see how they interpreted this theme. And just get back to the card real quick. That stamp set is from Simon Says Stamp. It's called Etch Greetings. It was in a recent card kit that I received. I am off camera a bit. I apologize for that, but I originally wanted to use the Hello There stamp from this stamp set, but it was a little too big for this layout. So I ended up taking, it looks like a little ticket, and it says thinking of you. after I get it all stamped and start adhering things together, you'll be able to see where I've stamped it. So like I said, Team Tiny, everyone will be able to be found with the hashtag that is in the description and title of this video. So if you click on that, everyone should pop up so you can watch everybody's video. And I hope that you find a new creator that you could follow and subscribe to. So to adhere this cluster, I did use a combination of this thick foam tape and just regular wet adhesive. So I'm going to get that put down on just the right hand side of this cluster and then use wet glue for the remainder. And then as I was adhering it, the bottom of the tag didn't really want to set flush, so the extra piece that's sticking to my finger right now, I ended up putting on that bottom of the tag, and it sits really nicely. So that, and then I'm going to I dug in my stash and I have some of these organza butterflies, and they are from Doodles Paper Playground, which unfortunately has closed. It was an Etsy shop. I have a bunch of embellishments from there, so I have been slowly trying to work through and use up these items. But I took one of those butterflies, a blue one, to kind of give an extra color into my cluster, and I'm going to adhere that down with some wet glue. Just to add a little bit more embellishment. I was going to do some rhinestones to the center of the butterfly, but I couldn't find the ones that I was looking for, so I left it plain for now. I may add them at a later date, but let me know what you think of this scrap cluster idea. If you're going to give it a try, I hope that you'll tag me on social media. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, and I hope that you will, like I said, watch everybody that's in the hop and show them some love. Everyone really appreciates and loves interacting with everyone, especially myself. So there's my finished card. And as always, I hope that you have a great day.